about a restriction is the boredom will set in. Now, you know you can't break any rules, you can't change that, but you can play as fast as you want, you can play as slow as you want, you can break that rhythm up. I didn't say what you had to hit. Hit your leg. Your leg is an awesome rest. It makes a rest sound. So if I split my hands like this, that's the same pattern. And then if I alternate my right hand between my leg and my snare, I get some really cool rest that I'm probably not smart enough or hip enough as a drummer to pull off. So I'm still going to play the pattern, but the audience will get the rest. So if I have... never come up with that sound on my own, but my leg, being a rest sound, came up with that. So there's so much you can do, but it's a restriction, it's a box. So I'll kind of show you some ideas. For me, when I work on stuff like this, I definitely work out things on purpose first. So I say, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to cross my hands over every other time. And then I'm going to try to do it as eighth note triplets against the pulse. And then I'm going to try to do this. And then once I have that, a little bit of vocabulary, then I take it and say, okay, now it's heat check time. Can I just sit down and make this happen? So I'll kind of show you some examples, and I hope that you'll try to pay attention to the pattern. In your head, try to think kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, right, left. Because if I hit a kick and then I chill, I got to get in a right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, right, left. And so I got to stick to the pattern no matter what. Two things to work on when you go home. Make a solo out of kick, snare, rack, flow. This is all for your aunt or your uncle. They're going to dig it, I'm telling you. And then once you have that down, you can break the rules once you can stick to the rules. Then you can go, cat, doom, doom, go. Da, raka, doom, sucka, doom, take it, clap, do, clap, do, clap, do, clap, do, clap, do, cat, sucka, doom, doom. You know, you can break it once you can stick to it, and it'll really make your solo a lot more enjoyable than, by the way, these are all the fastest notes that I know. Like, that's cool. It's cool being on, in a Ferrari at 200 miles an hour, but at some point, if you're on a road in a Ferrari at 200 miles an hour, at some point, doesn't the inertia wear off and you're just sitting still? So, I mean, you guys do know that we're traveling at like 14,000 miles an hour through our solar system right now, but it doesn't feel like much to us because we've always been doing it. But if somebody was like, oh, by the way, stop the solar system and start, we'd be like, oh my God! It'd be the craziest thing in the world. So you have to stop the solar system every once in a while and then start it back up. And that will give you the ability to do that stuff. All right, I'm going to play a track for you now. This is a fusion thing that I did. And the reason why I'm playing this, and this will be kind of the end of my clinic, the reason why I'm playing this is because the fusion guitar player came to me and he wanted a restriction. he wanted a restriction as the solo, and it was really cool because I was kind of in this concept already, and his restriction was he wanted quarter notes, and then just drum solo, but that never stops. And I was like, are you serious, dude? Like, that's my cool hand. That's where all the cool stuff comes from. Why are you limiting my cool hand? You know, right hand, I mean, that's the hubba bubba, but the cool stuff's over here. So, you know, I mean, talk about being forced to be creative. I had to sit there, in the beginning, I literally couldn't even play in between. It was like, you know, I was right into home bass. Whatever your home bass groove is, that's where I would go. And it took a really long time to just hit one hit. All right. Really tough stuff. So I'll play that for you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. By the way, thanks for being here, guys. I mean, this is the intimate stuff. We're going to have fun out there, but this is, to me, what it's all about. This is why I started Mike's Lessons in the first place. You guys already know what that is, so I'm not going to spiel on it. As far as gear to me is like religion. If you're a Ludwig guy, I'm not talking you off that ledge, so it's not my job to, you know what gear I play. If you have any questions about it, I'll be around all day. Just ask me. I'd rather do that than drop, 9 minutes of, and just so you know, this is the extra lathe, sweetenized, double bell, like, whatever. Like, just ask me, I'll be happy to tell you. Seriously, bro, I'm trying to get some work done. 6-7 minute thing, not helping concentration. By the way, give it up for the kick drum sound expert. How good does this kick drum sound? He's got one mic, dude. Killing it, killing it. you guys all have a blast today. Please soak in the amazing talent that's around you for sure. I mean, how often do you get to like be hanging out and be like, this guy's pretty, holy crap, that song's playing. You know, like, that's pretty rad. That you just like, you think you're just standing next to him and you're like, oh, that's Tim Alexander. Oh my God. So soak into that for sure. But that's rare. This that you have right here, this is more normal. These are the drummers that are around you. Soak this in. Get phone numbers. Make friends. Do me one favor. One huge favor. This is the last thing I'll say, and we'll get Thomas Lang up here. You guys know that I kind of come from a YouTube background, which has its strengths and weaknesses. I almost threw up in my mouth a little there. It's a pretty big breakfast, I won't lie. Oh, right on. That'll help. Now it'll be soupier when I throw up. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, you guys know I come from a YouTube background. I'm sure you know of the hatred and the chaos that is on YouTube, and it's pretty insane. A great drummer will put up a video and it's just nonstop, you suck, all that stuff. Travis Barker's better, my brother's faster, whatever. We're used to that. It's not a problem. Problem is, we've got guys that are starting to play right now and don't know about that world. And they're in their late 30s, late 40s, late 50s, or maybe they're kids. And they're going to make a video of themselves doing their very best, the best they can do, playing a cover tune, playing anything. And they're going to put it up on YouTube to show their friends. And what's going to happen? They're going to get slammed. You suck, you're a loser, your hi-hats are whack, why do you play Zildjian instead of Sabian, whatever. It's just constant negativity. Well, to us that grew up with YouTube, we're kind of, it's like, par for the course. To somebody that's brand new to it, they're going to quit our instrument. We're going to lose a family member. They're going to take that drum set back to Don Bennett and say, you know what, I'll try soccer instead. Like, I don't want to do this. This is insane how much hatred is out there. So do me a favor, when you get home today, you're not going to stop the hatred and the negativity. That can't be done. That comes from insecurities. What you can do is you can overpower it with positive comments. So find a YouTube video, any video. I don't care how good the guy is or how bad the guy is. Find that video and just say something nice, because you don't know. You might actually save a family member, and we get a new drummer for the rest of our lives in this cool community that we have, just because you said, man, your hi-hats are crisp. That's all that dude needed. He just needed one thing that didn't tell him how bad he sucked. Because you know what? He doesn't suck. She doesn't suck. This is the day that person started, and this is Buddy Rich at the end. Every one of us in this room is in between somewhere. So who cares? You're not worse than me, you're not better than me, you're just somewhere else on the timeline. You're either where I used to be, or you're where I hope to be someday. So it's my job, if you're before me in the timeline, it's my job to go back in time and remember what my limbs felt like at that time. And go, man, dude, you're doing great, keep at it. Those double strokes do take a long time to get over the hump. Just give them some encouragement. Can you guys do that today? Yeah. I will let the powers that be get up here and take over, but you're in for a treat, because not only is the next guy one of the best drummers in the world, I've really been lucky to get to know him over the past couple months, and he might be one of the best people in the world, and that's saying a lot right now in our industry. So I'll give you back to one of the greats, Don Pagliaro. Thank you guys.
Once again,